Hello, my good people. Igbo bụ Igbo ekele m unu. Asị m onye chiri ebe o chiri biko ya zere. Ekele m ndị iche, ekele ndị ọzọ. Kene ndị nwaana. Kene ndị ọdịnala. Kenekwa eze nwaanyị nọ na mmiri, kene eze nwaanyị nke nọ n'elu ana. Asịkwa mmiri ata na azụ anwụ na ya na ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ. Anyị ga-adị ka echi na echi adara agwụ agwụ. Ndị Igbo na-atụrụ esi gịnị o metere ya were isi ya buru nke onye ma ya mara ya ka onye amakwana amara ya. Ọ ga-adịrị anyị mma na eke na orie na afọ na nkwụ kwụtara anyị ihe ọma, orie ritere anyị ihe ọma, afọ biko fọtara anyị ihe ọma, eke ketere anyị ihe ọma. Ọwa ahịa na oge na-anọ ahịa na oge na-anọ aha wụ ihe ndị oyibo na-akpọ east, west, north and the south. Heu Igbo Igbo bụ Igbo abịakwa m will I say this news I gotta use Igbo to give am. But I have a lot of people watching me when they hear my local dialect. So that is why we need to give the message. Sometimes in a broken, sometimes in a grammar, sometimes in English, as far as my strength can carry me. So my wonderful people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Agona mo Igbo biko onye ọbụla chiri ebe o chiri ya zere. Asị m gịnị ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ mmiri ata na azụ anwụ na egbe bere ugo bere nke sikwa na ibe ya ebe na nke akwana ya biko ma sị ya megịrị ya gosi ya ebe ọ ya ebe, because that a philosophy of egbe bere ugo bere nke se ebere ibere nke kwa ya mba. I don't believe on that shit. You get the point now? So let us go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. There's headline I saw this morning and I said it is a very very right and important I bring it to the notice of my people. This so-called Enyinnaya Abaribe, I think he's a senator representing Abia South or thereabout. He don't come out to come let us know. Say he said the Simon Ekpa and other people or other allies in that southeastern region are using sit at home to make money, according to Abaribe. In case of most of my fans who always bash me when I give a news of Simon Ekpa, please, I don't have any grudges against Ekpa. Neither do I have a grudges against anybody. We are not born to hate. We are born to love. That is the one thing you can account for a Biafran. We love even self. We love people more than we love our own self. And that is why in the whole wide world, there's no anyone that can come out now and begin to compare, oh, this person look like this. No. Igbos and the Biafrans are not comparable in the whole wide world. Even the whites, they come out cap for us. So stop saying that I hate Ekpa or I hate anybody. No, I don't hate anybody. I'm only doing my job. My news is a kind of critics. I criticize anybody. Yeah, so even myself, sometimes I criticize myself because when you're woman, man. So become a wonderful people. Make gonna hear the headlines we have today before we can be able to do what? Analyze. What am I going to do from now onwards is just to bring in the news to you. I'm not going to criticize anybody again. Just to make sure that you hear what is happening. In case you didn't hear it from your own source, because everybody gets the source, they get their news or daily news. Either from newspaper stand or from their YouTube or from their radio station or whatever. So I am giving you the news to your doorstep. That is what I'm bringing to you. So that you people don't go backlash me again, because as I did now, all my head now they pay me. One they knock me left, right and center. In the short now, even if I give news now, I wear helmet. I don't know where the stone one come from, because I don't throw stone. It's all the part of my head, even my ear now. Now one side now they take here. And I don't close one ear. So let us go there. Biafra, Simon Ekpa, others using it at home to make money. Enyinnaya Abaribe Laments. This one is happening from the Federal Capital Territory. They call it Federal Character Commission, FCC. Alleged job lettering. We paid millions to ex-FCC officers' account, victims' recounts, audience. Now Nigeria be the place where we say they will give you a job. And that job they're giving to you, bear it in mind that, my dear brothers, you are going to pay through your annals. Most of people used to forfeit 1 month, 2 months, 3 months salary simply because in a way for them to get a job or a paying job from their own country or not another man's country. And they come out and tell us, hey, there's no corruption, we are fighting corruption. King of corruptions are the one fighting corruption in Nigeria. You get the point now? So let us proceed. We will come back again with this news. You go to hear everything the way it is. Because I am only but a pencil in the hand of the Almighty Creator. Governor Peter Mbao, he don't praise army for killing the Biafrans. No be so they talk am o. You know say na wetin I go carry for mind. Governor Peter Mba allows army for improved security peace in Enugu State. Na so he said talk am o. But I mean put that one because he go allow the army now. He go allow them because they don't they do the way where you want them. Tinubu's land fresh sanctions on Niger Republic. Mind your own business. Give us fuel. The only thing you can do is to giving sanction to other countries. And you will not even give sanction to any country that their citizens are suffering. You only give sanctions when the citizens revoke against that very particular country or that very particular government. Governor Oti inaugurates Operation Crush initiative to tackle insecurity. All happens in Abia State. According to according to Deputy Speaker, will be Benjamin Carlo, he don't come out to say even the way where they marginalize the Southeast of giving up Southeast only 5 slots. That means every state in the Southeast we have 5 states. Each state have 1 slot in the ministerial nominee. While Ogun State alone, Ogun State, we're not talking about region. Ogun State is 1 state in the Southwest, if I'm not mistaken, have almost more than 5 or 6 slots. State, I'm not talking about region, state. That is what this Mumu speaker, where be Benjamin Carlo, he said he is pleased with Tinubu's ministerial picks from the Southeast. Deputy Speaker. No, na brother na. Saboteurs everywhere. Ndara. Don't swear in El-Rufai as minister. Quranic memorizers. Tell Oga Tinubu. Don't engage in war with Niger. Shaky Bauchi tells Tinubu in dailypost.com. Government official openly admits collecting bribe for jobs and paying to Federal Character Commission chairman. The video is out there. It is in the public domain for people to do what? To say it. So my wonderful people, as you are watching now or you are about to watch, please do not forget that it's the right time you subscribe to my channel, you like any of my content, you comment. Your comment is very, very important and very, very necessary. If I'm not doing things right, please, through your comment is what I will know whether I'm doing it right or not. But if you are not commenting, only you watch and you don't even like, you don't even share, then tell me how am I going to know whether I'm moving at the right direction or I need to redirect myself. So please, your comment is very necessary, and Obonga or Gakpatapata of them all is make sure you share this message. Let it get to every news and cranny. In fact, let this message get to Simon Ekpa because Abaribe, he don't come out with his own accusation. Let us go there. The senator representing Abia South or Abia South, Enyinnaya Abaribe, has claimed that the sit-at-home order by the self-acclaimed disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, has become a money-making machine or a money-making scheme. According to Abaribe, he said, and I quote, in an interview with the Channel Television, he said, is the reason Ekpa and his cohorts are refusing to reverse the order. The lawmaker pointed out that leaders in the Southeast agreed to meet with the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu government over Kanu's continued detention. Have they done that? After that meeting they held in Abuja, all of them have go back to their numerous states. The ones who are ruling their state from Abuja are there. Have they met Bola Ahmed Tinubu? The answer is no. Then tell me, how are they going to stop it at home? Where we say this one now have become the point in which every channel, in which every nooks and crannies are pointing direction, because I say boy na mwata na eba akwa aru aka ma nne ya no there na ya ga anorere ya ana eba akwa na aru aka. That is what the Southeasterners are crying. Look at where it is spelling us. Release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, release him. And you want sit at home to stop, whereby you are still holding MAZI Nnamdi Kanu illegally in the DSS dungeon. It cannot be so. Abaribe said, of course, the man who is profiting from it, who is far away in Finland, denounced it and put more conditions, saying they will never stop it until we Southeast leaders see him in Finland. We can now see that because they profit from this, they are not going to stop it because it has become a money-making venture. We have seen adverts on the internet asking people to contribute money for the liberation of Biafra. Liberation of Biafra indeed. Liberation of Biafra indeed. Hey, okay, oh. Make gonna continue contributing, eh? When on elaborate finish, make gonna call me, oh. I will come join on. Federal Character Commission, FCC. It don't come out to people wey be victim of collecting money before they offer them job or opportunities. They don't come out now to cry. Mr. Abdulmalik Ahmed and Ale Yaro, both victims of alleged job racketeering at the Federal Character Commission, say they paid 1 million and 2 million respectively for job placement in the commission. Ahmed and Yaro made this known when they appeared as witnesses at the ongoing investigation by the House of Representatives and the committee probing job racketeering and mismanagement of IPPIS in Abuja on Tuesday. Speaking on the issue, Ahmed, an indigenous of Adamawa, said he met the driver of the commissioner representing Taraba, Mr. Yeshas Yu Gambo, who promised to get him a job in the Federal Character Commission on the condition that he pays the sum of 1 million naira. He, however, said they refused to pay the money to Yeshau because he was an ordinary driver. It was Yeshau who introduced Mr. Haruna Kolo, a former staff of the FCC and the desk officer of IPPS in the commission. I paid 1 million naira into Kolo's account. When I confirmed that he was a staff of the commission, I refused to pay to the driver for security reasons. I transferred 1 million naira to Kolo's account. We initially agreed on 1.5 million with Gambo, a driver to the commissioner representing Taraba. He said 27 of them were issued appointment letters having paid the requested money, adding that in spite of the fact that appointment letters were issued, they were not posted to any designated MDAS. The head of the human resources in FCC confirmed to us that our appointments were genuine before they cleverly took it from us. I was engaged for 2 years before I was disengaged without posting. He said, contrary to information from the FCC, that there was no recruitment since 2017. There was recruitment in 2021 and all the commissioners had a hand in the recruitment exercise. Kolo convinced me to pay so that our employment can come after that of directors and the commissioners. Ahmed, who betrayed emotion, begged the committee to help get his job back, adding that he was not satisfied with receiving a salary without doing the required job. On the other hand, Yaro, another witness from Bronu, said he was made to pay 2 million naira to secure a job in the FCC. I paid 2 million naira into Badamasi's Jalo's account, another victim, but acting as agent for collection of monies for Kolo. Kolo and Badamasi both assured me that I will get an appointment letter in January. He said, adding that he was captured on IPPIS on August 5, 2021, but never got a placement. I graduated 11 years ago and I had a chance to become Boko Haram, but I refused because I wanted to be a good citizen, he said. Meanwhile, Rep. Yusuf Gadgi, the chairman of the committee, said the testimonies from the two victims should encourage all Nigerians who have been shortchanged to appear before the committee and also give their own experience. I am very happy that you said you had the offer to become a Boko Haram but refused. We cannot cry like you, but our hearts bleed for this country. We are going to do justice for you. We are not here to witch hunt anybody. You have told us who you gave money to. We will invite you again for a closed-door meeting with the other 27 victims, he said. Gadgi reinvited Kolo to again appear before the committee on Wednesday by 10 a.m., that is today. He also summoned the driver to the Taraba commissioner and the secretary to appear before the committee. Governor Peter Mba allows army for improved security and peace in Enugu State. Enugu State Governor Barrister Peter Mba has commended the security agencies, especially the Nigerian Army, for improved security and end to sit at home in the state, assuring that his administration will not let down its guard. This was even as the army has retreated that security could only get better given the level of resources and manpower deployed in the state, assuring citizens of their safety as they go about their businesses. The governor gave the commendation when he received the General Officer Commanding GOC 82 Division of the Nigerian Army, Enugu, Major General Hassan Dada, at the government house on Tuesday. He said the improved security would aid his administration promise to grow the state economy in an unprecedented manner, as the growth was going to come from the private sector investment. But one thing that is key is that private sector investment will not happen if we do not have peace and security. That was why when we took over, we immediately identified the security challenges and the sit at home as the big elephants in the room. We recognize that the continual Monday sit at home was not only creating this perception of insecurity in our state, but it was also doing so much damage to our psychology as a people, our social well-being, and our economy. We moved against it and made a pronouncement to put an end to Monday's sit at home. So I want to immediately put on record our profound appreciation and our immense gratitude for the support, dedication, and commitment we have continued to receive from the military, particularly the army, in our quest to have a peaceful and secure environment in Enugu State. I also want to put on record that we have enjoyed tremendous support in not only getting the various security agencies to buy into this and to sit at home, but also in practice getting them to deploy enough security to ensure the protection of lives and properties, particularly with respect to the enforcers of illegal sit at home. We want to thank you in particular because of the sort of dedication and commitment we have witnessed in you, and we must also by extension express our profound gratitude to the Chief of Army Staff for bringing you here, because we can see that not only have we been able to escort this big elephant called sit at home out of our state, but we are also enjoying a relatively peaceful and secure environment in our state today, he said. According to Peter Mba, however, enjoy the military and security agencies not to rest on their oars, adding that having lost the battle for criminals that hitherto terrorize the people, have now resorted to social media propaganda. We cannot at this point rest on our oars. We cannot assume that these opportunists, fools, will just sit back and relax. No, they must retaliate. We enjoin you and your team to remain vigilant, because it is not yet time to Uhuru. We are still at our highest alert level until we are completely sure that these criminals are nowhere close to our state. On our part, we want to assure you that as a government, we are going to continue to collaborate with you and other security agencies to ensure that we sustain this relative peace and security, he concluded. Speaking earlier, General Dada commended Governor Mba for leading the charge against insecurity and illegal sit at home, saying the army and the security agencies restored security in Enugu State through the governor's support. The GOC, who was accompanied by the Army High Command in the Southeast on the familiarization visit, said, "Let me assure you that with the support of my bosses, the Chief of Army Staff and the Chief of Defense Staff, things can only get better," according to GOC Commandant Hassan Ahmed. Tinubu slammed fresh sanctions on Niger Republic, not minding their business. Following the deadline given by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, to reinstate the President Muhammadu Buhari, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has instructed the Central Bank of Nigeria to impose extra financial sanctions on Niger Republic. Tinubu also directed the CBN to extend such sanctions to senior government officials of Niger who have refused to heed to the demand by ECOWAS. Recall that Bazoum was overthrown and detained by senior military officers in the country about 2 weeks ago, to the chagrin of ECOWAS leaders who have threatened to a possible military action against the coupists if democratic government is not returned. Tinubu's spokesperson Ajuri Ngelale announced the latest sanction by Nigeria, which currently chairs the authority of ECOWAS heads of state and government. Addressing State House correspondent in Abuja, Ngelale said that following the expiration of the deadline of the ultimatum and standing on the pre-existing consensus position of financial sanctions meted out on the military junta in Niger Republic by the bloc of ECOWAS heads of state, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered an additional slew of financial sanctions through the Central Bank of Nigeria on entities and individuals related to or involved with the military junta in Niger Republic. He also debunked attempts by sections of the media to personalize the angst and sanctions against the military in Niger Republic, stressing that whatever action Nigeria has taken or takes falls under ECOWAS protocols and decisions, and not by unilateral fiat of Tinubu. According to Ngelale, this is not an individual action taken by an individual president on behalf of an individual nation. This is an action taken by ECOWAS chairman, who is the president of Nigeria, but standing on the authority provided by the consensus resolution of all ECOWAS members and heads of state with regard to financial sanctions being levied by ECOWAS member states against the military junta in Niger Republic. There is an authority that we are standing on it. It is not the Nigerian government authority. It is the authority of the resolution passed in public before now. This is the context, the nuance, and the detail that is required in our reports. Lest our people misinformed and will begin to be framed internationally as being in a situation where it is Nigeria versus its neighboring Niger, because that is the narrative that some certain international perspectives would like to advance for their own interests. He stressed that the ECOWAS mandate and ultimatum is not a Nigerian ultimatum. It is not a Nigerian mandate, and the office of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, also serving as the chairman of ECOWAS, seeks to emphasize this point earlier. Ngelale further noted that Tinubu in recent days, particularly following the expiration of the ultimatum given by ECOWAS, has widened consultations internationally, but most especially domestically, including interface with state governors in Nigeria who govern states bordering Niger Republic on the various fallouts and outcomes of the situation in Niger as well. He also affirmed that Nigeria will be hosting an extraordinary summit of the ECOWAS leaders on Thursday to discuss the next line of action after the deadline given to the military in Niger Republic expired last Sunday. Operation Crush initiative to tackle insecurity in Abia State. Governor Alex Chioma Oti of Abia State on Tuesday inaugurated Operation Crush initiative as part of the state government's efforts to tackle insecurity in the state, News Agency of Nigeria reports. Speaking during the event at the Trademore Event Center in Umuahia, Oti said his administration has zero tolerance for any form of criminality in any part of Abia State. The governor said security could be best described as the foundation for building enduring prosperity in a society. He added that the initiative was a practical demonstration of the state government's unflinching commitment to establishing peace and stability in the state. Oti said the operation would make up of a joint task force of security operatives from the Nigerian Police Force, the Army, and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. The Directorate of State of state security and the Nigerian Navy as well will be involved. He said the special operation had been technically set up to swiftly identify, analyze, and respond to security threats from and within any part of the state. Oti said, as the condemned indicates, the goal is to counter with necessary force any incidents of kidnapping, armed robbery, and other forms of violent crimes anywhere in the state. According to Oti, special attention will be focused on flashpoints around communities within Umunochi and Isikwato local government areas with a firm determination to identify and clear all criminal hideouts. This will be done using the superiority of our arms and the operational expertise of the security personnel on this team. As you are aware, kidnappers and armed robbers have made economic and social activities almost impossible for thousands of those communities, restricted the movement and honest men and women, driving farmers out of their farmlands and the several families away from their homes. He said special attention will be given to areas such as Isikwato, Umunochi, Umuahia, Aba, and other flashpoints across the state because innocent citizens are falling victim to the activities of mindless criminals in these areas. Oti condemned the recent attack on the Commissioner for Trade and Commerce, Dr. Chimezie Okaegbu, where 2 security personnel were killed, and described it as an affront to the state government. He charged security agents to be ruthless with criminals, identify security flashpoints, and avoid harassment of innocent citizens, adding that any security personnel or individual found guilty of aiding and abetting criminal elements will be made to face the full weight of the law, according to Chioma Oti. I am pleased with Tinubu's ministerial picks from Southeast, according to Deputy Speaker Benjamin Akalo. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Akalo, has dismissed reports that some Southeast leaders are act over persons picked for ministerial positions by Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Carlo, in a statement released by his spokesperson, Levinus Nwabu Ichiogu, on Tuesday, said the reports are false, endorsing nominees from the regions. The president nominated Nkiruka, Onyeji Ocha, Dave Umahi, Uche Nnaji, Uju Ken, Ohanenye, and Doris Uzoka from the 5 states in the southeast. The 5 were confirmed by the Senate on Monday. To protect the sanctity of the reading public, the office of the Deputy Speaker is hereby emphatically stating the report is not only a deluge of garbages, unfounded narratives, and falsehoods at its apogee, but also the figment of the overheated imagination of the people and the medium that published it, he said. The Deputy Speaker denied the report that he is working with some politicians from the southeast to fight the president over the ministerial nomination. Similarly, it will also be preposterous and vexatious to say that the Deputy Speaker is working in cohorts, with some other leaders to battle the president over the nomination of Onyeji Ocha of Abia, amongst other nominees from the remaining 4 states of the southeast region, he said. Anyway, what do I know? Don't swear in El-Rufai as a minister. Quranic memorizers tell Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A collection of Quranic memorizers and reciters has urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu not to swear in former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, as minister. According to them, Sheikh Sidi alias Sisi, the director of education, Sheikh Dahiru Usman Bauchi Foundation, appealed to Tinubu not to swear in unjust politicians because this so-called El-Rufai is a fascist, according to the English they used. According to him, the nomination of El-Rufai and his screening by the National Assembly was unjust to Quranic memorizers and reciters. He urged that, he alleged that El-Rufai oppressed Al-Majiri under his leadership when he was a governor. He appealed to Tinubu to govern the country with the eyes of justice. Sheikh Sidi pleaded, "We demand for justice as a result of injustice, harassment, trauma, and difficulties encountered by our disciples, teachers, and many Quranic scholars when he evacuated our innocent pupils from the house of Maulana Sheikh Dahiru Osman Bauchi in Kaduna to unknown destinations." He said, and I quote, "Swearing in El-Rufai as minister will mean that Tinubu is in support of the injustice they suffered while El-Rufai was a governor of the state." In quote, when he was a governor of the state. Well, we have the last but not the least, according to Sheikh of Bauchi. He told Tinubu do not engage in war with Bauchi, with the Niger Republic, as the deadline given by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, to the military junta in Niger Republic expired on Sunday. An Islamic scholar, Sheikh Dahiru Osman Bauchi, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu not to go to war with the Nigerian neighboring country. The popular cleric, who is the leader of the Tijaniya sect of Nigeria, also urged the National Assembly not to approve the request made by the president for any form of war with the Niger Republic. According to the elderly scholar, instead of engaging in war with the Francophone West African country, Tinubu and other ECOWAS leaders should rather engage in dialogue with the Nigerian military junta or Nigerian military junta that ousted President Mohamed Bazoum going forward. Sheikh Bauchi said this in Bauchi will interacting with journalists, adding that both Nigeria and Niger Republic have a long-term cordial relationship that needed to be strengthened more. Nigerians and Niger are united. Hence, there is the need for the federal government to engage in diplomatic approaches with a view to strengthening the cordial relationship for the economic growth and the development of the two West African countries. The centenarian said, according to the Reverend Sheikha, if Nigeria should embark on a war with Niger, many would not only suffer the consequences, but innocent souls would also be killed and wasted on the process, admonishing that it is good to find an amicable resolution to avoid shedding blood of innocent Nigerians and Nigerians as well. He then urged other West African leaders and other critical stakeholders to embrace diplomatic dialogue. We are appealing to President Tinubu. We are also appealing to the National Assembly and all ECOWAS leaders and stakeholders not to engage in Niger in a war. This is to save the lives of innocent souls and to save people from incurring more hardship. Sheikh Bauchi appealed to the Fulani government of Nigeria, as it ought to be called. So, my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers, who don't try you, make on use this one to the jollificate you until I hear my voice again. My name never change. I still remain Amanda Neze, speaking from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, bringing to you this early Wednesday morning broadcast. May the good Lord bless you all as you adhere to my advice of sharing this message to any of your relatives, family, and friends, so that they will also know what is happening and know what is going to happen or what is about to happen in this so-called country. Have a nice day. May the good Lord bless you as you share this message. Bye for now, my wonderful people. Kemesiano.